Hello everyone, welcome to commercial arithmetic class. So in the previous video we had seen indices. So in today's video we will see the next part of unit 1, that is logarithms. So the definition of logarithm is, if a raised to x is equal to n, then here x is called the logarithm of n to the base a, and it is written as log n to the base a equal to x. So this is how you write the logarithm. So in indices we had seen a is nothing but, in the expression a raised to x, here a is known as base and x is known as exponential. Therefore logarithm is nothing but the index written in the different form. So here you can see 5 square, we know that it is 25. So here 5 is base and 2 is the exponent term. So in terms of logarithm you can write it as log of 25 to the base 5 is equal to 2. So here n is 25, a is 5, that is base, and the exponent term or the index term is 2 and it represents x. The logarithm of 25 to the base 5 is 2 and it is read as log 25 to base 5 is equal to 2. So given an index form, you can write it in the form of logarithm, and it is read as log of n to the base a is equal to x. So let's see another example. So we know that 3 raised to 5 is 243. So in terms of logarithm we can write it as log of 243 to the base 3 is equal to 5, or it is 5. So theoretically, any number except 0 and unity can be taken as the base of logarithms, but in practice, logarithms are calculated to the base 10. So these are called as common logarithm. So whenever you consider the base as 10, that is a as 10, so such type of logarithms is called as common logarithms. So for example, we know that 10 square is 100. So in terms of common logarithm, you can write it as log of 100 is equal to 2. Here base is 10. So usually the base 10 is not written, but it is understood. So here is an important note. So I want you guys to remember these. That is 10 raised to 1 is equal to 10. So log of 10 is nothing but 1. Log of 100 to the base 10 is 2. Similarly, log of 1000 to the base 10 is 3. So here you can see the base is not written, but it is understood as the base is 10. So these similarly you have to find out for 10 raised to minus 1, that is log of 0.1, what is the log value? That is log of 0.1 is nothing but minus 1. Similarly, log of 0.01 is minus 2. So all this you have to remember. So this is an important note. All numbers are not integral powers of 10. So for example, 249 cannot be expressed as an integral power of 10. But we know that the number 249 is more than 100 and less than 1000. So the logarithm of 249 must be between 2 and 3. So here you can see that log of 100 is 2 and log of 1000 is 3. So the log of 249 is somewhere between the number 2 and 3. So hence the logarithm of numbers which are not the integral powers of 10 are made up of an integer and a decimal fraction. The integral part of the logarithm is called its characteristic and the decimal part is called its mantissa. So here, for example, log of 249 is 2.3962. So here the integral part, that is before the decimal, so that is the integral part which is known as characteristic, and after the decimal point, that is known as mantissa. So now we'll see how to calculate the characteristic and mantissa for a given number. So to find out the characteristic, there are two rules. The first rule is, if the number is greater than unity, that is 1, the characteristic of its logarithm is a positive integer and it is numerically 1 less than the total number of digits in the integral part of that number. So here, for example, 249. So let's take this example itself. So we know that 249 is obviously greater than 1. So therefore the characteristic of a logarithm is positive as given in the rule. So if the number is greater than 1, the characteristic will be positive. So now let's see what is the numerical value. So in 249 you can see there are 3 digits. So the rule says it should be 1 less than the total number of digits. So this means that the characteristic of 249 is 1 less than 3, that is 2. Therefore we'll get it as log of 249 is 2 point something. So now let's just focus on the characteristic. Mantissa we will see now. The characteristic is calculated based on the number of digits. So if it is greater than 1, the characteristic will be positive, and if it is positive, then you have to check the number of digits and the characteristic will be 1 less than the number of digits. So here let's see some other examples. So in this term, log of 5374. So here there are 4 digits. So the characteristic will be 3. And 5374 is obviously greater than 1, so it is a positive integer. In the next example, log of 2. So note that whenever you see 2, you shouldn't subtract 1 from 2. You should subtract it from the number of digits. So here number of digits plays an important role. So here the first thing you have to check is it is greater than unity. Yes. So 2 is greater than 1. So it is a positive characteristic. And then the number of digit is 1. So you have to subtract 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Therefore the characteristic of log 2 is 0. In the next example, log of 106. So even here it is a positive in characteristic and there are 3 digits. So the characteristic is 2. Similarly, you can take any example and find out the characteristic. So this is the rule 1. So now let's see what is rule 2. Okay, there is another set of example. Log of 45.25. So these were just the integral part. So here there is a decimal. So even if there is a decimal, to calculate the characteristic, just look at the number of digits in the integral part. So here 45 is greater than unity and there are 2 digits, so you have to subtract 1 that is 2 minus 1 is 1. So the characteristic of log 45.25 is 1 point something. So this is how you calculate the characteristic. So there is another rule. So what if the number is less than 1? So in such cases, the logarithm is a negative integer and it is numerically 1 more than the number of zeros or ciphers immediately following the decimal point. So this rule says if the number given is less than 1, then it will be a negative integer and the numerical value will be 1 more than the number of zeros immediately following the decimal point. So in rule 1 it was for the number that are greater than unity. So there you were subtracting 1 less than the number of digit. So here you are adding 1 to the number of zeros immediately following the decimal part. So let's look into an example for better understanding. So here 0.45 is obviously less than 1. Therefore the characteristic of its logarithm is negative. So you can see after the decimal point there is no zero. Hence the characteristic is minus 1. The characteristic minus 1 is written as 1 bar and is read as bar 1. So in this example you can see this is less than unity and the number of zeros immediately following the decimal point is 0. So as there are no zeros, hence the characteristic is minus 1, so which can be written as bar 1. So similarly, let's see other examples. So here log of 0.4589 is equal to bar 1. So here note that bar 1 is nothing but minus 1. So in the next example there is 1 0 after the decimal. So the rule says you have to add 1 if there is you have to add 1. Its numerical value is 1 more than the number of zeros. So here if there is 1 0, you have to add 1. So the characteristic will be minus 2. So 2 bar, which is nothing but minus 2. In the next example you can see the log of 0.003247. So here this value is less than 1, so it is a negative value, and you can see there are 2 zeros after the decimal point. So you have to add 1, so you will get the characteristic as minus 3. So this is how you calculate or find the characteristic for a given number. So if it is positive and if it is greater than unity, it will be a positive integer, and check the number of digits and you have to subtract 1 from that number of digits. So if a given number is less than unity, then the characteristic will be a negative 1, and you have to add 1 corresponding to the number of zeros after the decimal point. So I hope this is easy and you guys have understood. So once you are done with the characteristic, now let's see how to find the mantissa part, that is after the decimal. So as we all know, the decimal part of a number is called as the mantissa. The mantissa of a logarithm can be obtained from a logarithm table. For obtaining it for a number, the first 4 significant digits in the order in which they occur should be taken irrespective of the position of the decimal point. So here to calculate mantissa, we are using the logarithm table. I hope all of you guys have a logarithm table with you. So using logarithm table we are finding mantissa. So here you have to consider the first 4 digits of a given number in an order. So now let's see the example to find the mantissa. So here the first example is find the mantissa in log 30. So for finding the mantissa we'll use the logarithm table. So in the rule we had seen we have to consider 4 significant digits. So here since there are only 2 digits, that is 30, so we will see how to find the mantissa. So this is how the logarithm table looks. So you can see the value starts from 10 up to 99. So there are values from 10 to 99, and here there is values up to 0 to 9, and this is the mean difference. So now we have to find for log 30. So to find the mantissa for log 30, check for the 30 in this table. So 30 is over here. So since the next 2 digits are missing, we have to take it as 0. So under 30, check for 0, that is in this table. So the value of mantissa is 0.4771. So you can see the mantissa in log 30 is 0.4771. So here in the next example, it is given find the mantissa in log 3285. So here we have to find the log of 3285. So here there are 4 digits. So we have seen we have to consider the 4 digits in the given order. So here in the first table consider the first 2 digits, that is 32. So 32 comes over here, and then here you have to, in this column you have to see the third digit, that is 8. So 32 under 8 would be 5159, that is over here. So the value is 5159. So what you have to do is consider the first 2 digits, that is 32, and check it in the first column over here, 32. So under 8 the value is 5159. So for the 4th digit you have to check in the mean difference. So the value is 5. So the mean difference is over here 5. For 32 is 7 here. So how to check for the 4 digits is consider the first 2 digits in the first column, and then the next digits you have to see in this row, and the last term in the mean difference. So what we got is 5159 with the mean difference 7. Okay, so in this example we got to know from the table that as the value for 32 and 8 was 5159, and the difference was 7. So to get the mantissa you have to add both of them. So 5159 plus 7 is nothing but 5166. Therefore the mantissa in log 3285 is 0.5166. So in the next example we have to find the mantissa in 1437. So here we have to find 1437. So the first two digits is 14. So here 14 is over here. Under 3, the next digit is 3. So you have to check in this column. So under 14 for 3 would be 1553. So the mean difference, it is for the value 7. So under 14 the mean difference for 7 is 21. Therefore the mantissa here is 1553 and the mean difference for 7 is 21. Therefore you have to add. Therefore the mantissa in 1437 is 0.1153 plus 21, which is nothing but 0.1574. So this is how you calculate mantissa using the logarithm table. When 4 digits are given, you have to consider the first 2 digits, find the mantissa, and the last digit is nothing but the mean difference, and you have to add them. So now let's see how to find the logarithm of a given number. So here they have asked, we see, find the log of 3074. So first you have to check with the characteristic. So here you can see there are 4 digits. So the characteristic would be 1 less than number of digits. So it is 3. So now let's see the mantissa part. Let me erase this. Okay. So we have to find the mantissa for 3074. Yeah. So first you have to check for 30, that is over here under 7. So 7 is over here. So the value for 7 is for 30 4871 with the mean difference 4. So that is over here, which is nothing but 6. So you can see the value as 4871 and 6, not 4. So for 30 under 7 with the mean difference 4. So this is how you find mantissa. So therefore you can see we have written over here, we got the mantissa for 30 under 7 was 4871 with the mean difference for 4 is 6. So we are adding, the mantissa would be 0.4877. So therefore log of 3074 would be the characteristic plus the mantissa. Sorry, okay, the characteristic plus mantissa. Therefore the value would be 3.4877. So this is the value of the logarithm. So the next problem is find log of 0.003245. So this is a negative characteristic. As we can see, the value over here is less than 1. So this will be a negative characteristic, and after decimal there are 2 zeros. So you have to add 1 to the number of zeros. So you will get it as minus 3, which is nothing but 3 bar. Sorry, there is a bar over here. So the characteristic is minus 3, which is read as bar 3. So coming to the mantissa, so here the digits to be considered is 3, 2, 4, 5. So go to the table, check for the values 32, that is over here under 4, which is nothing but 5105, and the difference to be seen is under 5, so which is nothing but 7 and 5105. Therefore the mantissa, you can see using table we got it as 0.5105 plus 7, which is nothing but 0.5112. Therefore the log value of 0.003245 is, you have to add the characteristic and mantissa. So we'll get it as bar 3, that is minus 3.5112. So this is how you find the logarithm. Let me just quickly revise. To find a logarithm of a given number, first you have to check the characteristic part. To check the characteristic, you should note that you have to check whether it is greater than unity or less than unity. Depending upon that, you have to see if it is greater than unity, it will be a positive characteristic. So you have to see the number of digits and you have to subtract 1 from number of digits. So this is how you calculate or find the characteristic. So once you have done with the characteristic, to find the mantissa, you should consider the first 4 digits in the order, and you have to find out in the logarithm table the 4th one would be the mean difference, and you have to add it, so you will get the mantissa. So once you get the characteristic and mantissa, to find the log value, we have to add characteristic value and the mantissa value. So that's it for today's class. In the next class, we will see some laws of logarithms, just like the laws of indices, and we will see how to calculate anti-log, and we will solve some simple problems related to addition, subtraction, division and multiplication of logarithms. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.